The United States has dropped a bombshell on the global trade landscape. The US imposed a 25% tariff on almost all goods from Canada and Mexico. This is a major escalation in trade tensions. These two countries are America's closest neighbors. They are also critical trading partners. The US also raised tariffs on Chinese goods. These tariffs jumped from 10% to a hefty 20%. The impact on global trade is significant. These actions impact a huge portion of US imports. Canada, Mexico, and China represent over 40% of goods coming into the US. The US claims these tariffs are justified. The stated reason is fentanyl trafficking. The Biden administration argues that these tariffs are necessary to protect American citizens. However, Canada disputes this claim. They argue that only a tiny fraction of fentanyl seized in the US originated in Canada. These tariffs are already having ripple effects. Businesses are bracing for higher costs. Consumers are worried about price increases. The stock market has reacted with a sharp decline. This is just the beginning of what could be a protracted trade war. The response from US trading partners was immediate and forceful. China, Canada, and Mexico are not taking these tariffs lying down. They have all announced retaliatory measures. These actions target key US industries. The goal is clear: inflict economic pain and force the US to back down. China retaliated with tariffs on a wide range of US products. These include agricultural goods like soybeans and pork. These tariffs are designed to hurt American farmers. China also targeted US companies. They added several firms to an export control list. This makes it harder for those companies to do business in China. Canada quickly imposed retaliatory tariffs on $107 billion worth of American goods. This is a direct response to the US tariffs. Canada also threatened further action. Ontario's premier suggested cutting off electricity and nickel exports to the US. These are critical resources for American industries. Mexico has yet to announce specific retaliatory measures. However, experts believe they will target American agricultural products. Mexico is a major importer of US corn. Tariffs on corn would hurt American farmers. Mexican officials have made it clear that they will defend their interests. The stock market reacted negatively to the escalating trade war. Investors are worried about the impact on global growth. Uncertainty is never good for the markets. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, a key indicator of US stock market performance, tumbled by almost 650 points. This is a significant drop. The S&P 500 and the Nasdaq also experienced large declines. These indexes track a broader range of companies. The technology-heavy Nasdaq was hit particularly hard, falling by almost 500 points. This reflects concerns about the impact of the trade war on the tech sector. Global markets also felt the heat. Asian markets dropped sharply, with Japanese stocks down nearly 2%. European markets followed suit, with major indexes closing in the red. The interconnected nature of the global economy means that trade wars have far-reaching consequences. These market declines are a clear sign of the fear and uncertainty gripping investors. The trade war is creating volatility. Businesses are delaying investments. Consumers are holding back on spending. This uncertainty could lead to a slowdown in economic growth. The future of global trade is uncertain. The US shows no signs of backing down from its aggressive trade policies. China, Canada, and Mexico are prepared to fight back. This trade war could drag on for months or even years. The consequences for the global economy could be severe. The timing of this trade war is particularly bad. The global economy is already facing significant challenges. Inflation is high around the world. Consumers are struggling with rising prices. Job growth has stalled in many countries. The trade war is adding fuel to the fire. The political implications are also concerning. The US is alienating its closest allies. China is using the trade war to bolster its own position on the world stage. The rules-based trading system that has underpinned global prosperity for decades is under threat. The trade war is a lose-lose situation. There will be no winners. Consumers will pay higher prices. Businesses will face higher costs and reduced profits. Economic growth will slow. The only question is how much damage will be done.